What's up, guys? So as you know, we recently found all of the AEW Unrivaled Series 2 figures in stores. Some people are finding Series 3, but today a special mail call showed up and we're gonna unbox it today. Stay tuned. Alright guys, exciting mail day. AEW Unrivaled Series 3 is here. I can tell by the case that we didn't get a chase, but that's okay. It's exciting to have new figures, and we're going to rip into them right now. We're going to check out what they got. I'll tell you what, guys. They pack these cases so tight. So tight that, like, collecting mint on card of the Unrivaled series is very, very tough. Like, mint. It's almost unheard of. But yeah, so we'll just... Riho. So first up is number 20 in Series 3. It's Riho. So this is from Dynamite, October 2nd, 2019 in Washington, D.C. Not the chase, obviously, because it's not a defender, but also doesn't have the sticker, though her chase is pretty much very similar to this Riho. The pink, the white, just a different head. Looking at this belt, I'll be honest with you guys, we don't have a women's title in AEW yet until this figure, and this belt sucks. I'm going to be honest with you, it sucks. And I'll try and show you on the camera. I don't know if you can see, but there is literally like no detail to this belt. The AEW is literally like there's no hole in the A, there's no slots for the E. It's literally just those shapes. It's almost like a triangle and then like a W blended into the A. It's there's really no detail. I don't know if the camera's picking it up. And where it would say Women's Champion, it's literally just like embossed. It's not letters there. Very cheaply made, this belt. God, I wish there was a better way to show you, but that's one negative right there. This belt sucks. I get it. It's small. It's smaller than the men's title, but man, that detail. However, like I don't get it because the detail on the figures is very fine. Like some of these you could see almost like stitching in some of the figures and slight folds and eyelets for the laces on their boots. I wasn't a big fan of this head scan at first, but if you look on the back, it's almost identical. So can't really knock it that bad. Cool figure. My favorite part about this was the belt, and then I saw it, and it's really not a great belt. But next up, who do we have? Pac. Or Pac. It's weird. Like, some people say Pac, some people say Pac. I go back and forth with it. I think that his pronunciation is Pac, but I know for years everybody called him Pac before he was in WWE. This figure, believe it or not, was not one that I was excited about. This is from All Out, August 31st, 2019 in Chicago, Illinois. But in hand, it's actually, I think the torso mold and everything is actually really good for him. He's ripped, jacked. It actually looks like a great figure for Pac. And not a fan of the chair so much, which I've said when I was reviewing them when they were revealed. However, I'm looking at this, and just as I was saying, the fine detail, I'm hoping the camera can pick this up. On his trunks, at the waistband, you can literally see stitching. They put stitching marks in the trunks. That's something that I'm not sure I've ever noticed on any wrestling figure. And it's stitching that doesn't need to be there because it's not really visible on TV or in pictures, but they put it in there, and that's a great attention to detail. I don't think that he needed this extra head. I think there's too much hair in front of his face. I wish that the hair was just a little bit more fine, but I get it. It's tough with that rubbery material. Very cool, though. I like the detail on his tights. I really, like I said, I was not excited about this figure, but after seeing it in hand, the kick pads on his boots are incredible. I actually really like this Pac figure. And I wasn't expecting to say that. But I do like this figure. Who do we have next? Nick Jackson from Dynamite. January 29th, 2020. Almost a year ago. They got the gold, white, and blue Elite attire on. The Elite headbands. The Elite on the jacket with the zebra print. Pretty cool. They got real tassels on the boots, and they have new head scans. It's an interesting head scan. It does look like Nick, but at the same time, it kind of looks like The Mask, Jim Carrey's The Mask character that he played. And I saw a lot of people making that comparison when these were revealed, and once somebody said that, it was hard for me to unsee it. But this is still a cool figure. I'll be honest, I wasn't a fan of re-releases being present in Series 3 already, but just looking at this Nick, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. The head's not as bad as it looked in pictures. I think it's actually better than I thought, but it's still a little masky. But he does have that very pointy smile, so it kind of makes sense for him. So there's Nick. And, what is that? Gotta be careful. I was sanding something there the other day. Next up, we have Matt, obviously. Not a fan of this head scan still in person. Again, from January 29th, 2020 in Cleveland. Same attire as his brother, slightly different. Got the Elite logo on the opposite leg, but he's making a weird face, and he's kind of got like these dark circles under his eyes. Now, does it look like him? Yeah, I mean, it kind of does look like him. Am I a fan of the head scan? No, but I'm also not a fan of screaming head scans. I really never have been. And this is one of them. I just don't like them. I would prefer neutral head scans on figures, and I'll tell you why. I mean, when you're playing with figures, I especially hate smiling figures, because when you're playing with figures as a kid, you're going to slam them. So if you're slamming somebody, Nick Jackson, and he's got a smile on his face, it's kind of weird to me. I feel like neutral's the way to go with wrestling figures. But that's just my opinion, and my opinion, in the grand scheme, does not matter, because I am not the one making these figures. I'm the one buying them. And even though he's got a screaming head scan, I bought it. Again, really cool. Got the tassels. Great entrance gear. Wasn't a fan of them getting second figures so soon, but you know what? Everybody else in Series 1 pretty much got a second figure besides Brandy. So there was Cody, got a couple. There was, who else? Kenny, Jericho, the Bucks, and Brandy didn't get a second one, but I mean, does she need a second one? Who knows? This is the one I was waiting for. Darby Allin is from Fyter Fest, June 29th, 2019 in Daytona Beach, Florida. So he's got his entrance jacket. It's nice and baggy. It's like multiple jackets like he wears. He's got his chain, his signature skateboard, and you can actually move the skateboard and ride it. You can, very cool, very cool. So he's got a lot of articulation in his legs, I see. At the ankle, it almost looks like his ankle's broken on this one because of how he's positioned in the box, but it's not. So he's got his tights on under his shorts. Great detail in this figure. Probably the best figure in the set. And it's one that in pictures I wasn't too crazy about. I don't think the head scan is great. But I mean, half his face is painted and that part looks cool. So I will give it a pass. One thing that I noticed in the promo pictures was that his chest tattoo is off center. See how it's off center? After I looked at the promo pictures, I looked at pictures of Darby Allin, and that is so accurate. All right, his tattoo is off center. Oops. It says nothing's over till you're underground. It's off center on his chest. It's actually off center in real life. If you look at every picture, it's off center. That's how much attention to detail Jazzwares is paying. They didn't just boom put this thing dead center on his chest. It's amazing. It's like it's way off center, but when you look at pictures in real life, that's how it is. So they did a great job capturing that. His jacket has like this airbrush look to it. He's got his face painted. There's just so much going on with this figure that it's great. I do personally like the Chase figure better, but you know, beggars can't be choosers. I probably won't end up finding that. I think that's the Chase that everybody wants. But nonetheless, I think Darby Allin's first action figure is pretty cool. And last but not least, the figure everybody wanted in this set and was waiting for. Boom. Orange Cassidy from Dynamite, June 24th, 2020. So, in Jacksonville, Florida. Very cool. He's got the cloth goods jacket and t-shirt, the stitching on the jacket, a lot of detail. Not sure all that detail was necessary, so to speak, but it's cool nonetheless. He's got his removable sunglasses, bunch of different hands. His hands can go into his pockets. It's like a rubbery PVC type material over the figure that allows him to still move and use his articulation while also putting his hands into the pockets. Great technology that they decided to use. I want to try and show you his shoes. His shoes have incredible detail on them. It's almost like they're like dirty and they look great. I think they did great on this figure. The head looks better in person than it did in pictures, in my personal opinion. He's got the rip in his knee. They nailed the detail on the jeans. They nailed it. And the one in the package, like he's trying to put his hand in the pocket. But I guess in packaging this up, it didn't go perfectly, but that's okay because I noticed there's a little discrepancy in the package right here. So I'll probably end up getting another one of these if I find it in stores. Not sure how easy he'll be because I feel like he's the one everybody wants. But again, great first figure for Orange Cassidy. We're talking about 3 people in this set got their first figures, and I think they came out really good. Very cool. So what we're going to do, let's see. Let's take a look at everybody. Who's... So number 24 is Nick Jackson. Number 23 is Matt Jackson. Number 22 is Darby Allin. 21 goes to Orange Cassidy. 20 is Riho. And Pac's number 19. We're going to turn these now. Okay. So in the last set, the lettering on the boxes read out "This is," and this one reads, not sure if you can see, awesome. So this is awesome. Very cool that they did that. I was thinking it was going to say "This is Dynamite," but I think this is probably the way to go. This is awesome. I love how they spell out things and these little Easter eggs that they put in Series 3. Very, very cool. In library style, as you guys know I like. That's how they look there. Very cool figures. We got Pac, we got Riho, we got Orange Cassidy, we got Darby Allin, and we got Matt and Nick. So, hope you guys like this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps the channel, helps us grow, and helps us bring you better content more often. So please do that. I love interacting with you guys below. Give us a like, give us a comment, give us a sub, and we will see you on the next one. Take it easy, guys. This is awesome. Peace. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at FigHeal and at Unreleased Wrestling Figs. And you can visit the merch store at Pro Wrestling Tees and check out the Unreleased Wrestling figure coloring books available now on Amazon.com, including Prime shipping.